Creating sliced bread moments is all about viewing the world a little differently, recognizing those opportunities, and then more importantly, capturing those opportunities. So how do we improve our chances to seize opportunities? How can you learn how to spot them when they come knocking? Have you ever met somebody who seems destined by sheer luck or ridiculous circumstance to always seem to stumble into amazing opportunities? And then do you find yourself asking why that is? What are they doing differently? Why does opportunity always knock on their door? One of the best ways that I've found to incorporate things into the business world is if we can learn the framework and translate it into our personal world. Because once it becomes a part of your personality, it's seamless to transition into the business world. It just becomes who you are. And that's what we try to do here. So fun, informative, inspirational, and a dash of my ridiculous humor. So we've titled this little mini-series of a few segments, Simple Ways to Invite Opportunity to Knock. And it seems like we all go through our regular life. It seems like there's some people that's just destined by family connection or luck or whatever to be more available for opportunity to come knocking. And this is a passive thought process. We want to change from the passive to the active. So how do we create the atmosphere for opportunity to come knocking? That's what we want to focus on. And everybody remembers the last scene from Dumb and Dumber. Harry and Lloyd's in the Hawaiian Tropic Bikini team blissfully down the road in the bus when they were looking for oil boys. 20 years ago, I screamed at the screen in contempt, and I'm still traumatized today. And everybody could see that opportunity slipping away. My mindset and a lot of the trainings I do, and a lot of the workshops focus on how many opportunities do we miss in our everyday life that are hidden just underneath the surface. Everybody can see the giant opportunity. It's the little ones, and that's where the magic happens. So we've separated this into several little topics for you. Simple little things you can try, and we will guarantee results. We'll guarantee results because they're all free, and you can't beat that with a stick. But they all revolve around creating the atmosphere to invite opportunity to knock. And then, most importantly, to never let it slip away. So the first in this little segment, the first segment in this series, is something that is one of the hardest things to overcome, yet it's one of the simplest, easiest things to incorporate. And that is meeting a new person today. New and exciting people are everywhere. They're all around us. But I ask this question, I'll stand up in front of a group and I'll ask this question at networking events or in a workshop. When was the last time you met a new person? And I'll get giggles and I'll get eye rolls or whatever. And I say, seriously, when was the last time you met a new person? And they always come back with the same things. Well, it was at a networking event or a corporate thing or a sales call or through a friend, whatever. But I never hear from anybody ever that they actively go out and try to meet new people. That's the easiest way to invite opportunity in. Let opportunity know you're looking for it. We all seem to be so focused in our own worlds, on our own phones, watching fun and informative videos like this. To ever notice all of these people around us, or ever notice these hidden opportunities, these hidden gems. They're standing in Starbucks, waiting in line for their coffee. They're in your own office. They're in the lobby of your apartment building. They're at the gas station, at the grocery store. If you just take 2 minutes to try to meet some of these people, you'll be amazed at the stories you hear and the amazing opportunities that will start presenting themselves. My beloved wife jokes that I have never met a stranger. And that's probably true. Much to her chagrin, I will talk to anybody who comes up and talks to me. But it's the atmosphere I try to create for myself. Because in my life, so many opportunities have come just from the sheer act of talking, listening, inviting that opportunity, hearing their stories. People will tell you that they need help with something and maybe I can help. Or they give me the opportunity to say, I need help with this, and they can help me achieve a goal. And a lot of people will recognize this phrase from me. I'm a marketing junkie, so I got to brand everything. Situational observation. And I hope that's a buzzword that you see on corporate propaganda posters all over the place in the coming decade. But I always look for the opportunity to break the ice, to start a conversation with a compliment or a mutual point of interest, or for me a joke, not the weather. Okay? So to teach this concept in practice, I'll play a game with friends and family. And it doesn't matter where we are. Okay? I will let them pick a person in the crowd for me to approach. And the game's simple. get their name, get what they do for a living, some little detail about them, just to show that sometimes even the seemingly most unapproachable people are easily approachable if you have a little plan of action, if you're actively inviting opportunity to come knocking. Maybe they just ordered the same coffee I did. Maybe I recognize their jewelry. Maybe they have the new phone or tablet I'm dreaming of. Anything will work. But here's my best trick to start a conversation with a new person, okay? And I'll tell you, when it's about the weather, the question you ask yourself is, why did this person stand out to me? See, what I find is that there's so many observations, just random thoughts that pass through our head that never get brought into conscious thought, okay? You notice this person, you just don't realize you notice this person. What amazing new world of observations and opportunities would present themselves if we could simply bring some of those observations up to the surface? So ask yourself, why did this person stand out to me over anyone else in the room? Situational observation. And then place that thought on your tongue. Deep breath, and then speak. And I promise, they won't question why you approached, because you have something nice to ask or something to say. You're coming with an invitation for a conversation. Short and quick, or deep and involved. I joke about it's hot out here today, the weather non-conversation starter. Okay, but let me show you how easy this concept is. How even just a simple change to the little weather comment can make a world of difference. So how about this? I approach someone, it's a ridiculously hot day in Texas, and I'll say, you know, they said I was crazy for moving back to Texas on days like this. And you just watch for the response. And they answer, they'll come back every single time. Why? Because people hate a mystery. All right? I've given a little tidbit about myself to invite them to ask a question. And if they've moved to Texas from somewhere else, they'll always come back with a story. Always. I know, when I was in California, we never got days like this. Oh, when I was in Arizona, yeah, but that was a dry heat. Or I came from New York. And this weather is kind of close to what we get. Whatever it is, and now I have a tidbit of information that I can ask them. Okay? And it's one of those things. It's more than just meeting a new person. New person is the opportunity. When you start recognizing some of these observations that have been hidden underneath the surface, and you start bringing that up to the forefront, that's where the magic starts happening. So try it today. I guarantee it'll work. And every single time you meet someone new, I promise you'll be telling friends and family about this new and exciting person I just met randomly. This fascinating story I heard. Just by merely starting a conversation can lead to so many opportunities. It is the process of uncovering those observations. And this whole new world around you will come to the forefront. And you'll see these things that we've never seen before. And of all of the things that we can talk about today, that's the simplest way to create a sliced bread moment in your life.